Katie Fox, and welcome to my spoiler-free Witcher review, Witcher Season 2. So, not to fret, I won't share any spoilers or anything. This is just me kind of talking through my initial reaction. I'm gonna rewatch the season, probably starting tonight. I just finished it last night because it was so good. But so yeah, these are just my initial thoughts. A quick, well, as quick as can be because I like to talk, a quick take on season 2 of The Witcher. So if you're interested, please stick around. Apologies for the reflection of the ring light in my glasses. I'm working on getting it set up properly, but having glasses is tricky. Anyway, if you're interested in hearing my thoughts about it, I've been a long time Witcher fan. I discovered it through Witcher 3, which I've played approximately, and I'm not joking, probably 60 times. Probably 60 times. It's currently the theme on my PS4. I've read some of the books as well. I've read The Last Wish, and then I'm reading Sword of Destiny right now. I have my little Geralt paw. And for Christmas last year, I actually got a crocheted Yennefer because I love Yennefer. If you know anything about me, you know why. So, yeah. If you're interested in hearing what a longtime fan has to say about this new season, stick around. Let's get to it. So to start, season 1 was, and I'm gonna probably get in some trouble for this, but season 1 felt like a higher quality Xena, Hercules, Buffy. Like, it had some budget, and you could tell, but the budget was spread pretty thin, especially when it came to the CGI. So if we're talking about whether or not this season is better exponentially just based on appearances, going into the second season will blow your freaking mind. It will blow your mind. I'm talking, we went from like a higher level Xena to, which just shows you that I'm I'm helpless. A higher level Xena to, I would say, season 1, 2 of Game of Thrones in terms of production value and special effects. So rest assured, the budget was greatly increased, and you can tell they used their budget brilliantly. It's a beautiful, beautiful looking show. Out of the way, the most important factor, at least for most of us, is the character of Geralt and Ciri and Yennefer and a little bit Triss as well, and how they, I don't want to talk about too many characters because I don't want to give anything away, but how they are represented, and if they are represented more accurately than they were in season 1. I, like a lot of people, felt that Henry Cavill was a little bit wooden with Geralt. In a way, I understood it because it is how Witchers are supposed to behave. They're supposed to pretend like they don't have any feelings. But I think that because he's such a lover of the Witcher series, that it kind of crippled him the first season. That's why we had a lot of and shit and fuck. You know what I'm saying? Whereas this season, it just feels like he has embodied the character so brilliantly. Like, where Henry Cavill stops and Geralt begins, I do not know. That's how good it is. Freya Allen, the actress who plays Ciri as well, knocks it out of the park. Completely. Their father-daughter relationship is so sweetly portrayed and so accurately portrayed in the second season. It feels like you're watching a real family. It truly does. So if you were missing that in the first season, rest assured, it is there this season. You feel it. You feel emotional. You feel for these characters. You can feel the love that these characters have for each other. So if you're worried about that, don't be. It's excellent. Yennefer as well. I'm not going to go into details of everything, but we didn't get to see her quite as much this season. But I still think that they did a really good job of portraying kind of why her relationship with Geralt is so important, why they're so drawn to each other, and why Ciri is part and parcel to that relationship, why that is such an important factor as well. I think that was touched on a lot better in this season because obviously we had more time to kind of get a grasp of the story. Additionally, I think that people that were a little put off by Triss in the first season, just because people are used to how she looks in games and less so how she looks in the books, her appearance is a lot more akin to the games this time, which might make book readers a little less happy, but it's not so obvious that it's distracting. Also, she kills it. She embodies the character beautifully. She is exactly kind of what you expect from Triss. You get to see a little bit of her bad side, a lot of her sweet side. You get to see how close she is to the other Witchers. I'm not huge into Triss. Obviously, I love Yennefer, but I do like Triss generally, and I think the actress did a way better job portraying her in this season. And I can't wait to see what happens in the next coming season with her as well. I don't feel this is a spoiler because there's been lots of pictures. So obviously Vesimir was cast and he became part of the team as well. Same with Lambert and Eskel. I won't talk too much about them, but Vesimir was done really, really well. Am I sad it's not Mark Hamill? A little bit. But I still think he does a pretty good job at the character that he's given. He could be slightly warmer. I think he comes off a little bit warmer in the books and in the games, but he does a really, really good job at being the kind of the rock, the foundation of Kaer Morhen. The story is told in a way that is much more understandable for beginners, for people that are just getting into this. I know that a lot of people had problems with the pacing and how they were telling the story and the timelines in the first season, and I think a lot of that has been addressed in season 2. It is still a lot, there's a lot going on, but you kind of have to know that going in. You really have to pay attention, which is why I'm going to rewatch it. But they really did a good job at making sure that if you were going into it, you knew a lot about the characters, you were able to follow the storylines, you were able to follow the political pieces of it, the inner workings, everything. The final episode is spectacular, and it makes me so sad that we're gonna have to wait probably another 2 years or something, unless it goes over really well and they speed it up, to see the next season, because it sets it up in a really, really compelling, exciting way. So I won't give away anything, but yeah, I just honestly, I went in and I was so excited, and I'm even more excited after I watched it. It was how I felt when I watched Game of Thrones, which I was a huge fan of for the first few seasons, and then after that it got a bit but it's how I felt watching that, and that has been missing in my life. Having a really strong fantasy series was missing in my life, specifically like a medieval fantasy series. So overall, they did an absolutely brilliant job with the characterization, with the storytelling, with how people are dressed, even how they're dressed tells a story. I mean, everything, it's like everything, it looks like a moving painting. It's absolutely far and a way superior to season 1. And season 1 wasn't bad. It's just that season 2 is absolutely a home run. And I hope that Netflix realizes just how well they did. And I hope that they get all the viewers possible so that this can continue on for as long as possible. So if you haven't watched it yet and you're a little bit nervous, please rest assured it was handled so beautifully. You could tell that the producer, that the creator, that the writer of the novels that they were all involved and they were all very passionate about this project. So if you're worried, do not fear. It is incredible. If you want a spoiler review, let me know in the comments down below. I don't even have anything in particular to pick at. I also want to give out a little shout out to Yasker. That's just a tough name, but Dandelion, we'll call him that, who does a brilliant job again this season too. So yeah, I absolutely recommend it. I think you should check it out if you're into medieval fantasy and you've been looking for something to fill the hole that Game of Thrones left behind. You should absolutely give it a watch. If the first season left you feeling a little bit tepid, the second season will blow your mind. I guarantee it. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more videos like these, please let me know in the comments down below. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. Did you watch it? What did you think? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Again, thank you so much for watching. I've been trying to get back into the swing of things, and this is just the beginning. So thank you for watching. If you like my content, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more. Share the video if you think other people will enjoy it. And other than that, thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and please run, don't walk, to see Witcher Season 2. You will not be disappointed. Okay, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.